In this video, I'm going to give you 5 books that are must read if you want to trade oil products, invest in the oil and gas industry, or if you just want to make money. Let's start with the first book, which is a Hidden Gem. It has only 11 reviews on Amazon, which makes no sense as this is one of the best ones that I've read for a long time. 40 classic crude oil trades, real-life example of innovative trading by Owen Johnson. I love this book because it does something extremely difficult, which is interviewing commodity traders. And in this one, you have 40 of them. A little caveat though, most of the traders have stopped their activities or they are at the end of their career. But still, and not only interesting for crude oil traders, but for any traders, because you can translate most of these trading techniques to other commodities quite easily. And also I like the variety of trades. It has stories about physical trades, stories about paper trades all over the world. So I like it. And one word about Owen Johnson, the authors. He is a global head of research of the CME Group. And if you don't know the CME Group, this is one of the largest exchange in the world. And I guess it also explains how he got in contact with those 40 traders. Anyway, in short, it's a must read. سلام دوست هم خوب هستی؟ بارگیری چطور پیش میره؟
چطوری دیمین؟ کامینا تو محل آماده بارگیری هن ولی ما هنوز منتظر پرداخت هستیم. میتونی رسید سویفت رو بفرستی؟ میخوایم دیگه بارگیری کنیم.
اوکی. Fucking bankers. Book number 2, Oil 101 from Morgan Doney from Morgan. So this book is the Bible for anyone that wants to do anything in the oil and gas industry. By reading it, you will learn about the exploration, about early production, all the type of oil rigs. It really covers a lot of subjects. How pipeline works, how crackers work. And to be honest, I don't know what crackers was before reading it. Again, it's a must read even for people that have been in business for years, because even them learn new stuff. The only downside about the book is that it has been published in 2009, so a lot of information are dated. So for instance, the cost of production now are completely different because the technology has evolved. But again, this is details compared to the amount of knowledge that you are going to get. Hallo, Damien am Apparat. Ich habe gestern eine Million gesalten und ich hätte gerne eine Ausgabe des SWIFT, bitte.
Das ist kein Problem. Ich schicke Ihnen die Kopie des SWIFT-Einzahlungsbelegs in 5 Minuten.
Book number 3, The Prize, the epic quest for oil, money and power. Everything that I love. This is a Pulitzer-winning book, very well written, and basically it covered the oil and gas business from the mid-19th centuries to the Gulf War. It took me half a year to read it, but I'm glad I did it, because now I'm way more sophisticated when it comes to geopolitics or just a recent history. So even though it's a thick, fat book, I really encourage you to read it, because you don't need to be a specialist to understand it. It's very well written. All the stories are extremely interesting, and you will know more than 99% of the people if you go through it. So if you have time, seriously, it's a book that I would consider. If you want to break into the exciting world of physical commodity trading, check the Shipping and Commodity Academy. First link in the description below. Book number 4. Depression, Oil Trading and a Mind at War with Itself by Jonathan Ford. So to be honest, I've reflected a long time before including this book into my top 5, because basically this is an autobiography of Jonathan Ford, who battled a lot with anxiety, depression and suicidal thought. So this part of the book, I didn't really care, to be honest, but the part that I really did love is the fact that Jonathan was an oil trader in the 90s, Shell and BP, and he paints a really good pictures of those wild times. I mean, bribery, the Enron explosion, and so on. And it's funny because when the book was released, Vittel issued a statement or a press release, I don't know, that said that basically everything in this book was a bunch of lies, and Jonathan is batshit crazy, so you should really disregard what he says. And I agree, the guy is borderline insane. But what he explained in his book and how trading worked by then completely matches what I've heard from other people. So I'm pretty sure that part is completely correct.
Hallo, hier ist nochmal Daniel von der Deutschen Agrar- und Baustoffbank. Leider habe ich gerade Ihr Konto überprüft und wir haben einige Compliance-Probleme mit Ihrem Konto, sodass wir leider Ihr Account einfrieren müssen, bis die Probleme behebelt sind.
Book number 5, Fossil Futures. Why global human flourishing requires more oil, coal and natural gas, not less. As you can imagine by the title of this book, Alex Epinstein wrote something highly controversial at a moment where fossil fuel is seen as the worst thing that happened to humanity, and everyone that worked in the fossil fuel industry must just die. So what I really like about this book is that it helped me be a bit more critical about the current climate change issues. What is true, what is not true. And by the way, did you know that more CO2 in the atmosphere is actually better for the plants? Anyway, and to be clear, I don't agree with everything that Alex Epinstein wrote in that book, but I think he gives extremely good counter-arguments against a climate catastrophist. So just for that reason, I think everyone should read it just to open their mind. And if you work for any fossil industries and you are tired of being bullied when you go to fancy dinners downtown, so yeah, just read the book and it will equip you with a lot of ammo that you can throw to your detractors. I mean, metaphorically speaking, of course. I'm not insane.